Hey, what's going on, guys? This is ASVAB. Today we're going to be going over measurements and what the conversions are. Keep in mind, you will see this in arithmetic reasoning. So if you don't understand what the measurement conversions are, then you're not going to be able to do the math, even though it's very simple math, right? With that being the case, let's get straight into it. So the first one we're going to be covering is distance. Distance is going to be going over inches, feet, yards, and mile. Understand that it takes 12 inches to equal 1 foot, right? Next we're going to move over to the feet versus the yards. It takes 3 feet to equal 1 yard, right? Then finally, it's going to take 5,280 feet to equal 1 mile. That's when it's talking about distance. We're going to now move over to liquids. Keep in mind, the ounces in liquid is different from the ounces versus weight, right? As you can see right here, it takes 1 cup to equal, it takes 8 ounces to equal 1 cup for liquids, right? Moving down, we'll go into time. There are 60 seconds in 1 minute. Moving down to the minutes versus the hours, there's 60 minutes in 1 hour. And then finally, there's 365 days in 1 year. Moving up, we're going to go over the dry. You will see it in questions where it's asking what the gross is, right? Gross equals 144, whereas dozen equals 12. You need to know that in order to be able to do the math. Finally, we're going to move down to the weight. It takes 16 ounces to equal 1 pound. And it takes 2,000 pounds to equal 1 ton, right? Now that I've gone over that with you guys, I want to go over the G-man. That's going to be the trick that I'm going to go over that teaches you guys about the cup to gallon conversions, right? So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to draw 2 C's, right? In those 2 C's, I want you to draw 1 P. I want you to draw 2 P's with the C's in them next to each other, right? And then finally, you're going to draw 1 Q, right? Now we're going to replicate this 3 times. So C, P, So you see how there's 2 C's in the P, 2 P's in the Q, right? And that leads to 4 in total, right? Now, inside these are inside the G. That's gallon. So this probably means nothing to you guys. So let's go over it. What it's saying is there are 2 cups in a pint. It's saying there are 2 pints in a quart. And it's saying there are 4 quarts in a gallon. That's why the letters are what we're using, right? So we can use this, and this is what I encourage you to draw out. We can use this so that you can just have your little cheat sheet, right? So if we're trying to find the value of 1 gallon, well, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. It takes 16 cups to equal 1 gallon. Well, what about pints? 2, 4, 6, 8. It takes 8 pints to equal 1 gallon. Okay, quarts. 1, 2, 3, 4. It takes 4 quarts to equal 1 gallon. It takes 2 pints to equal 1 quart. Right? If you guys understand that, you can use that to your advantage, and that is going to be going over all the measurements that you're going to need to know.